Zillow's May 2026 home value estimates put the highest median home price here at $1,295,644. Here are the 5 Seattle neighborhoods and nearby suburbs people keep searching for across the greater Seattle area in 2026. The searches are not following a neat price cap. They are following names that keep showing up again and again, from island parks to city grids to skyline viewpoints. 4 of these 5 medians are down year over year, while one place across the water is the only riser. So the story is part price signal, part place identity, and part curiosity. Number 5. Bainbridge Island. Bainbridge Island is the only full suburban island pick in the countdown. And it lands here because viewers keep searching for the mix of water, trails, and small-town commercial anchors across the Sound. Fay Bainbridge Park brings the beachfront setting. The Grand Forest adds the trail network. And Pegasus Coffee House gives the name a recognizable local stop. The median home price is $1,186,607, and it is the only one here up year over year at 0.7%. That little upward move matters because the other 4 places are showing pullbacks, not gains. Bainbridge also carries the highest median rent mentioned here at $2,942, so it is not appearing because it is the lowest cost search. It is appearing because the place has a very specific identity. Across the water, green, quieter in tone than the Seattle core, and tied closely to outdoor landmarks. The trade-off is that it doesn't compare cleanly with the in-city neighborhoods coming up next. There is no walk score on file here, which makes sense for an island where daily patterns can spread across parks, residential roads, and separate commercial pockets, rather than a single dense grid. For people searching greater Seattle neighborhoods in 2026, Bainbridge stands out as the across-the-water name that still stays connected to the region's broader conversation. Number 4. Magnolia. Magnolia is the priciest name in the countdown, with that $1,295,644 median, and it is framed by some of Seattle's biggest natural scenery. Discovery Park is the signature landmark. Puget Sound shoreline racks the edge, and the Magnolia Bridge carries the approach in past Elliott Bay. Walk score rates Magnolia at 60, and its transit score is 33. So among these 5, this is the clearest driving-oriented pick. That difference is part of why Magnolia keeps getting searched.
It does not feel like Capitol Hill, Queen Anne, or Columbia City,
where business districts and transit access sit closer to daily life. Magnolia's appeal is more tied to space, bluff views, park access, and the quieter street pattern around the peninsula. Discovery Park alone gives the neighborhood a major search anchor because it is one of the most recognizable green spaces in the city. The price signal is also important. Magnolia's median is down 1.5% year over year, which is the smallest decline among the 4 places here that moved downward. So, the search interest is not just about sticker shock. It is about a place that remains one of the region's highest priced names while still being watched closely. In a countdown built around what people keep looking up, Magnolia plays the role of the big-ticket Seattle neighborhood with a very different rhythm from the denser picks ahead. Number 3. Queen Anne. Queen Anne comes in at number 3, and it is probably the most visually iconic Seattle name in the middle of the countdown. Kerry Park is the obvious postcard stop, with the skyline viewpoint that shows up everywhere, while the Museum of Pop Culture sits down near the base of the hill. The median home price runs $1,118,848, and the walk score is 96, so Queen Anne combines a high price signal with a compact urban layout. The search interest here makes sense because Queen Anne is easy to picture even before you know the side streets. The hill, the skyline view, Lake Union at the base, and the connection down towards Seattle Center, all given a strong mental map. It is also one of those names that means different things depending on where you are standing. Upper Queen Anne feels more residential and elevated, while the lower edges connect into busier city activity. The year-over-year movement adds a little more context. Queen Anne's median is down 1.9%, which puts it in the same cooling pattern as several other Seattle picks here, though still over the $1 million mark. That combination is exactly why it keeps getting typed into search bars. Big name neighborhood, major viewpoint, high median, and a layout that still scores extremely high for walking. For 2026, Queen Anne remains one of the places people compare against almost every central Seattle search. Number 2. Capitol Hill. Capitol Hill takes the number 2 spot, and it brings the highest walk score in the countdown at 99. Cal Anderson Park, the Volunteer Park Conservatory, and Melrose Market all sit inside a neighborhood pattern where restaurants, nightlife, retail, apartments, condos, and older homes pack close together. The median home price is $667,813, which is the lowest among these 5 names. That last point is a big reason Capitol Hill keeps getting searched. In a group with multiple medians above $1 million, Capitol Hill is the first of 2 places here that sit below $800,000. That does not make the place simple to price, because housing types vary a lot, but it does make the blended median stand out against the other marquee Seattle names around it. It is also down 4.1% year over year, the largest drop among the 5. Capitol Hill's search power also comes from how much is packed into a small area. Cal Anderson Park anchors one part of the neighborhood. Volunteer Park adds a different historic green space feel, and Melrose Market gives the Pike Pine Edge a recognizable food and market identity. This is the dense city grid pick. Streets full of storefronts, quick turns between quiet blocks and busy corridors, and a name that almost every Seattle area searcher runs into early. It is not number 1, but it is the clearest example of how search attention can follow activity, not just price. Number 1. Columbia City. Number 1 is Columbia City, the name people keep looking up most on this channel. It lands at the top because it gives searchers a very specific South Seattle picture. Seward Park and Genesee Park framing the Lake Washington side, a neighborhood business district with a strong identity, and a median home price of $793,882. Its walk score is 92, putting it with Capitol Hill and Queen Anne as one of the highly walk-rated names here. Columbia City is also the second place with a median below $800,000. Just under that line at $793,882. Median rent is the lowest mentioned here, at $1,988, which gives it another cost signal compared with Bainbridge Island at the high end. Year over year, the median is down 3.7%, so it also fits the broader pattern of search-heavy neighborhoods where prices have softened from the prior year. The reason Columbia City earns the top spot is not one single stat. It is the mix. Lake Washington access nearby, Seward Park as a major landmark, Genesee Park in the surrounding frame, and a neighborhood core that people can understand quickly when they search it. It is not as central as Capitol Hill, not as high-priced as Magnolia, and not as postcard famous as Queen Anne, but the combination clearly keeps people curious. That is what makes this top 5 interesting for 2026. The searches are split between very different versions of the Seattle area. An island community, a Puget Sound peninsula, a skyline hill, a dense central neighborhood, and a South Seattle neighborhood connected to Lake Washington. Columbia City winning says people are not only searching the most expensive names or the most famous viewpoints, they are also looking hard at places with parks, local streets, and a recognizable neighborhood center. To recap, Bainbridge Island, Magnolia, Queen Anne, Capitol Hill, and Columbia City. The searches point to parks, waterfront access, and street life as much as prices. Every number in this video is sourced, with links in the description. Which neighborhood would have made your top 5? If this helped, tap like, subscribe, and send me the next Seattle area topic you want covered.